ونشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له ونشهد أن سيدنا وحبيبنا ومولانا محمدا عبده ورسوله أما بعد فأعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وقال نسوة في المدينة امرأة العزيز تراود فتاها عن نفسه قد شغفها حبا إنا لنراها في ضلال مبين فلما سمعت بمكرهن أرسلت إليهن وأعتدت لهن متكئا وآتت كل واحدة منهن سكينا وقالت اخرج عليهن فلما رأينه أكبرنه وقطعن أيديهن وقلن حاش لله ما هذا بشرا إن هذا إلا ملك كريم قالت فذلكن الذي لمتنني فيه ولقد راودته عن نفسه فاستعصم ولئن لم يفعل ما آمره ليسجنن وليكون من الصاغرين قال رب السجن أحب إلي مما يدعونني إليه وإلا تصرف عني كيدهن أصب إليهن وأكن من الجاهلين فاستجاب له ربه فصرف عنه كيدهن إنه هو السميع العليم ثم بدا لهم من بعد ما رأوا الآيات ليسجننه حتى حين ودخل معه السجن فتيان قال أحدهما إني أراني أعصر خمرا وقال الآخر إني أراني أحمل فوق رأسي خبزا تأكل الطير منه نبئنا بتأويله إنا نراك من المحسنين قال لا يأتيكما طعام ترزقانه إلا نبأتكما بتأويله قبل أن يأتيكما ذلكما مما علمني ربي إني تركت ملة قوم لا يؤمنون بالله وهم بالآخرة هم كافرون واتبعت ملة آبائي إبراهيم وإسحاق ويعقوب ما كان لنا أن نشرك بالله من شيء ذلك من فضل الله علينا وعلى الناس ولكن أكثر الناس لا يشكرون صدق الله وصدق رسوله النبي الكريم. My dear respected brothers and sisters in Islam, so last Friday we mentioned that Yusuf alayhi salatu wasalam, he was tried to be trapped by that woman in her house. So he ran out, but she caught him from his shirt, and his shirt was torn. Now when he opened the door, so the husband of the woman concerned, he was standing outside. So right away the woman said, Ma jazā'u man arada bi ahlika su'an illa an yusjana aw azabun alim. She put the blame on Yusuf. In your absence, if someone, he tried to do khiyanat to you in your house, so his recompense is that he must be put in jail or he must be given a painful punishment. So Yusuf alayhi salatu wasalam, he said after that, "Here rawadatni an nafsi." I have never done anything wrong. That was she who tried to trap me, and she asked me to fulfill her desires. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He saved me. Yeah. So respected brothers and sisters, now here, both of them, they are the claimant. She is the claimant, he is the dependent. And then he is the claimant and she is the defendant. And in a hadith, Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam says, لو يعطى الناس بدعواهم لدع الناس دماء الناس وأموالهم ولكن البينة على المدعي واليمين على من أنكر أو كما قال عليه الصلاة والسلام. One hadith, look that much. And criminal law, a big portion of criminal law that has been deduced from this one hadith by the fuqaha rahimahumullah. You will go and you will see there Kitab al-Da'wah. That is one part of that hadith. The claim, the complaint. And the second one, Kitab al-Shahada, the testimony. And the third chapter, Kitab al-Yamin, the oath. Because all three are mentioned there. I have written a book on that. That is that big volume in this one hadith. That big volume. Yes, Kitab al-Da'wah, Kitab al-Shahada, and Kitab al-Yamin. So Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam says in this hadith, just focus on the hadith. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam in a hadith says, فُضِّلْتُ عَلَى الْأَنْبِيَاءِ بِسِتٍّ. I have been given virtue or priority over all the prophets by 6 things. Number 1, أُوتِيتُ جَوَامِعَ الْكَلِمِ. I have been given by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala jawami'ul kalim. I speak one sentence that give you a complete chapter. And that what the fuqaha did, we are thankful to the fuqaha. Imam Abu Hanifa, Imam Malik, Imam Shafi, Imam Ahmad ibn Hanbal, based on the principles or rules and jurisprudence of Imam Abu Hanifa, rahimahullah, 1,250,000 issues are compiled in books, in many, many volumes. Some books are of 10 big volumes, some more than that. Like the Mabsut Imam Sarakhsi, that is also 20 plus volumes compiled by Imam Sarakhsi. And Imam Sarakhsi, rahmatullahi alayh, as you know, that they were not mullah, or I'm not a alim, I'm a student, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala keep me a student until my death. Yes. So, but anyhow, they were not a mullah, because the alim we call in our language mullah, not maula. Yes, mullah. So anyhow, that they were not mullah like us. Yes, they're talking a lot and eating a lot. No, they were ulama who were committed to their word. They had conviction. So Imam Sarakhsi, he was put by the king, not in jail, in a well. And he asked him that I am putting you because people are listening to you. If once you will tell them, we have to depose this king, my kingship is gone. Such like politicians, they are afraid of such like ulama. The people admire them, so they are very much afraid. So they are making excuses how to control them. So Imam Sarakhsi, he said that, yes, that's okay with me, wherever you are putting me. So I am putting you in well, dry well. But what is your desire? What can I do for you in this? He said, the only thing is to allow my students every day to come to the well and to sit around the well. Now that was a dry area. Imam Sarakhsi was there in the bottom. Here from they were unable to speak to him, and echo was coming. So they were not understanding. So here from they were writing a question and putting it in a bucket and throwing it to Imam. And Imam therefrom, he was writing the answer. They were pulling the bucket and they were writing it. And when Imam rahmatullahi alayh, he died, so that big 25 volume, this whole cabinet will be full of that book. We call it Mabsood. We call it Encyclopedia of Fiqh Hanafi. Imam Sarakhsi. My dear respected brothers, these ulama, they were ulama. Yes, I was reading. Allama Alauddin Bakandi. Allama Alauddin Bakandi. All of them, they are from Central Asia. So Allama Alauddin Bakandi, we are calling them ulama umawara in Nahar. So Nahar means the river. In between Kabul and Central Asia, there is a river, we call it the Amu. And that is in Arabic books, that is called Nahar. So, ulama umawara and Nahar, the ulama beyond that are behind that Nahar. So, Imam Bukhari, he is from that area. Imam Tirmizi, he is from that area. So, anyhow, Imam Ibn Majah, he is from that area. So, my dear respected brothers and sisters in Islam, Allama Alauddin Bakandi, he himself was a great faqih of fiqh Hanafi. But he has a daughter. Her name was Tuhfa, the gift. What? Tuhfa. Tuhfa mean? The gift. That's why you call mathaf. What is mathaf? In Arabic language, huh? Yeah, yes. So, I mean, we call it ajaib gar. We got it what? Museum. So museum in Arabic is called Mathaf. Now you have in Makkah Muazzam, Mathafu Makkah. And in Medina Munawwara, you have a few Mathaf in front of Masjid Nabawi sallallahu alayhi wasallam, where the old Masahif they have preserved and the history of Medina. And here the history of Makkah. So when you will go, just visit these Matahif. So you will read the history there and you will learn it. So Mathaf means the museum. So anyhow, Tuhfa, in Mathaf, there are Tuhfa, the gifts are there. So anyway, in Pakistan, one lady, in 13 years, she wrote Holy Quran on a fabric, on a green fabric, with the threads made of gold and silver in 13 years. And she gifted it to Medina Munawwara, so that is also there, that Quran. So anyhow, my dear respected brothers and sisters in Islam, Allama Alauddin Bakandi, so his daughter, Tuhfa, she wrote a book in Fiqh Hanafi that's called Tuhfatul Fuqaha. Tuhfatul, yes, she named it the gift for the jurist. Her name was Tuhfa, so she named it Tuhfatul Fuqaha. Yes, now once Allama Alauddin asked her, that daughter, now you should think of your marriage as well. So she said that I will marry a alim who will write and a commentary or interpretation of this book of mine. And that is for general public, mean ulama, publicly. So one alim, his name is also Alauddin. His name is also Alauddin. So this Alauddin, he started. He wrote that sharah. Some other ulama also wrote the sharah. Got it? But when she studied those shuruh, so she liked this one. She liked this one. So anyhow, then they invited that alim, and that alim came. She posed a few questions, and he answered from behind the curtain. Got it? So now, Allama Alauddin Bakandi asked his daughter, what should be done? He said, I am ready. So then he asked her, what should be the mahar, bridal money? So she said, this book is enough as bridal money, because he did a great job. He did a great job. So anyhow, my dear respected brothers and sisters in Islam, that alim Allama Alauddin who wrote the sharh, then he went for Hajj. When the Amir of Makkah, he came to know that great Hanafi alim who is considered an authentic authority, he is here. So he came and visited him. And then he talked to him and he asked him that to stay in Haram and to teach here. So he said, I will, but the case is that I have family. My wife is there. So he said, okay, you will send someone to bring your wife here to Makkah. So he wrote a letter to Tuhfa that I have been appointed as Qazi of Makkah. Qazi of Makkah and teacher in Haram. And now I am sending this man, 2 men. So you have to come with them to Makkah. So she received the letter. So she wrote the answer. He said that only in one meeting with the king, you forgot all fiqh of Abu Hanifa. One meeting of king, and you forgot everything. Number one, that Imam Abu Hanifa himself, he was not staying too much neither in Mecca nor in Medina. When he accomplished his job as Hajj and Umrah, he used to go out and he visited Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, stayed there for 8 days to perform 40 prayers, and right away he used to go out. So Imam Abu Yusuf asked him that, Imam, why we are in hurry? He said, these both cities need lot of respect. And I am very much afraid of any be'adabi, irrespective of these cities. So that's why I am not staying here. And he said that you don't know that when for hajati bashariya, for hajati bashar, natural call, when from natural call, when I am in need of, so you don't know I am not eating that much neither in Mecca nor in Medina. I am eating a little bit and drink a little bit. And when I go for hajati bashariya, so and I go that far out where I am very much sure that Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam never stepped in here. Because I don't want to do my job there on a place where sometime back Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam stepped. So he said that that's why I cannot stay. So he said that your Imam was not staying, now you will be staying there forever. Number one. And number two, he said that Imam Abu Hanifa, rahmatullahi alayh, he was beaten by the Umayyads and by the Abbasids both, but he didn't accept the qaza. He was beaten for what? He was not accepting qaza. He was in jail because he was not accepting qaza. By accepting qaza, the Khalifa was trying to bring him on his side. And that's why Imam says, no, I'm not eligible for that. I don't deserve that. And Khalifa Mansur, he said, kazabt, you lied. Kazabt, you lied. So Imam said, Ya Amir al-Mu'mineen, faqadayta ala nafsik. If I lied, so you decreed already that I am not eligible for that. How can you put someone who is telling lie, he will be a judge? He is disqualified. You disqualified me. How can I be? So as you know, that these ministers, in Pashto we call them lakaitrang. Lakaitrang is a dog, yes, and when he sees his own master, the one who is feeding him, so he is, yes, waving his tail like this. So in Pashto we call him lakaitrang. So all these ministers, they are lakaitrang. Yes, Khushamadgar Chaplos. Yes, so that Khushamadgar guy, the Wazir-e-Azam, he said that, Imam, look, Khalifa said, Wallahi, la taqbal. I swear by Allah that you will accept it. And so you should have kept quiet, but must have kept quiet. And you said in retaliation, Wallahi la aqbal. I swear by Allah I will not. He said that you are taking an oath against the king. So he said, the king is more rich than me. He should pay the kafara of his half. Yes. Yes. Leave me alone with my own oath. To stand with my own oath, and he should pay kafara. He should break his own oath. And then he was put in jail. So anyhow, Tuhfa wrote to him that Imam did not accept the qaza. And number three, that you send me some stranger that I will travel with them, and you don't know that a woman cannot travel alone nor can travel with strange people. That is haram in Sharia. So when he received the letter of his wife, so he left Mecca at night. And at daytime, when the king was looking for Imam Rahmatullahi alayh, Imam was not there. He was asking. They said, we don't know. So he left Mecca and he ran away. So anyhow, my dear respected brothers and sisters in Islam, Sayyidina Yusuf alayhi salatu wassalam, he said, here awadatni an nafsi, fastasam. That she asked me for that. I have never done anything wrong. Now, there was no witness, but a small baby was there in the cradle, as I mentioned last Friday. And that was either the cousin of that woman or the nephew of that woman. So he spoke out from his cradle. And what a credible talk is it as testimony. He spoke and he talked. So he said that in kana qabisu qudda min qubulin fasadaqat wa min al-kazibin. We call it circumstantial evidence or physical evidence. Yes, in law it works a lot. In law, yes, there are so many testimonies you are taking into consideration. Yes, the court is taking into consideration. Number one, the circumstantial evidence. Number two, the physical evidence. So these are circumstantial and physical evidence both. So now look, a perfect attorney of criminology, he can say like this. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala inspired him. So he said, in kana qabisu qudda min qubulin fasadaqat wa min al-kazibin. If the qamis and the shirt is torn from the front, so then she is right and he is telling lie. وَإِنْ كَانَ قَمِيسُ قُدَّ مِنْ دُبُرٍ فَكَذَبَتْ وَمِنَ الصَّادِقِينَ. But if the qamis and shirt is torn from the back, so it means he was running out. And that lady tried to catch him. And thus, the qamis and the shirt. فَلَمَّا رَأَى قَمِيسَهُ قُدَّ مِنْ دُبُرٍ قَالَ إِنَّهُ مِنْ كَيْدِكُنَّ إِنَّ كَيْدَكُنَّ عَظِيمٌ. When the qamis was seen, so it was torn from the back. So the husband said, you did it. You are on the wrong side. But as you know, that now everybody, but some time back, we used to say that elites cannot say anything to their wives. Now nobody can say. Yes, even me and you, because we are living in modern era. Yes, so anyhow, he said, "Innahu min kaydikun, inna kaydakunna azim." You have done wrong, my dear respected brothers and sisters in Islam. Then he requested Yusuf alayhi salatu wasalam, Yusuf, take care of my honors. Yusuf, zip your mouth. Don't tell anybody. Otherwise, I will not be able to face the community. Yusuf arizan haza wastaghfiri li zambik. So last Friday, I told you, especially to the Arab brother, that this istighfar is not in the meaning of asking for maghfirah because they were kafir. Yes, istighfar the mu'min is doing. So wastaghfiri li zambik, istatiri alayki zambaki. Yes, cover yourself. Yes, don't do it again. Innaki kunti min al-khati'in. Now, as you know, that mushk bazat khud bi buyat. Musk and fragrance, it gives fragrance itself. It does not need the expression of anybody that it fragrance good and it is this and it is this and it is this. Same is the case of ishq and love. So this type of thing, you cannot control it. And thus happened to Zulaykha. Whatever her name was, this is not in any riwayah, but the muwarrikhin, they are mentioning it. Yes, so anyhow, now the news was spread to the community. So the elites woman, they were sitting somewhere, وَقَالَ نِسْوَةٌ فِي الْمَدِينَةِ. Imratul Aziz, Aziz in Misr, he was the ruler. Imratul Aziz, تُرَاوِدُ فَتَاهَا عَنْ نَفْسِ. That look, the queen, she asked her slave to fulfill her desires. قَدْ شَغَفَ حُبَّهَا. She is in utmost love with that slave. إِنَّا لَنَرَاهَا فِي ضَلَالٍ مُبِينٍ. We see her that she is in a plain error. The queen love with the slave. فَلَمَّا سَمِعَتْ بِمَكْرِهِنْ. So when she heard about their talk, أَرْسَلَتْ إِلَيْهِنَّ. She arranged a da'wat. She arranged a da'wat, a food. أَرْسَلَتْ إِلَيْهِنَّ وَأَعْطَتْ لَهُنَّ مُتَّكَأً. And she prepared a place for them. وَآتَتْ كُلَّ وَاحِدَةٍ مِّنْهُنَّ سِكِّينًا. So the fruits were there. She provided to every lady one knife to cut the fruit for herself. وَقَالَتْ اخْرُجْ عَلَيْهِنْ. Yusuf alayhi salatu wasalam was there in the house. He said, Yusuf. So he came because he was a servant. He was serving them. Yusuf, اخْرُجْ عَلَيْهِنْ فَلَمَّا رَأَيْنَا. When these ladies looked at Yusuf, akbarna. Oh my God. Akbarna. And they lost themselves. They lost their sense. وَقَطَّعْنَ أَيْدِيَهُنَّ. And everyone, they cutted their finger. They were reading وَقَطَّعْنَ أَيْدِيَهُنَّ وَقُلْنَا حَاشَ لِلَّهِ. حَاشَ لِلَّهِ. Hasha Yusufu, subhanallah. Hasha lillah. Ma haza bashara. They say, subhanallah. He is not looking like a human. In haza illa malakun kareem. He is looking like an angel. قالت فذلكن الذي لمتنني فيه. So now the lady said, you were talking about me. What happened to you people? I asked only her to fulfill my desire. You cut it your finger. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam, he was much more handsome and beautiful than Sayyidina Yusuf. Sayyida Aisha radiyallahu ta'ala anha says, Lawahi Zulaykha, law ra'ayna jabinahu. Lawahi Zulaykha, law ra'ayna jabinahu, la atharna bil qat'i al qulub ala al yadi. That those ladies of Zulaykha, yes, the colleagues of Zulaykha, if they would have seen my beloved Muhammad Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, there they cut their finger, here that they would have cutted their hearts, because he is too much handsome than Yusuf alayhi salatu wasalam. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says that the lady said, وَلَقَدْ رَاوَدتُّ عَنْ نَفْسِهِ. Yes, I admit that I asked him, فَاسْتَعْصَنَ, but he refused. وَلَئِن لَمْ يَفْعَلْ مَا أَمُرُ. Yusuf alayhi salam was standing there. وَلَئِن لَمْ يَفْعَلْ مَا, in front of you, I am telling him, if he will not do what I am asking for, لَيُسْجَنَنْ, he would be put for jail and forgot about that. وَلَيَكُونَ مِنَ الصَّاغِرِينَ, he will be humiliated. And there Yusuf alayhi salatu wasalam was standing. He was saying that only one lady was a big problem. Now this is a full council. Yes. قال رب السجن أحب إلي مما يدعونني إليه. He said, oh Allah, yes, I am in love with jail if I can protect my izzah and my karama. قال رب السجن أحب إلي مما يدعونني إليه. And that is only you who can protect me. وإلا تصرف عني كيدهن أصب إليهن وأكن من الجاهلين. If you will not take away their makr and their plot from me, so for sure they will trap me. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect me. Wa akhiru da'wana alhamdulillahi rabbil alameen. And for today, my brother-in-law and sister-in-law, they